Hey Pisces, we're going to do your reading. This is a bay leaf I'm burning for you guys. It is for health, wealth, happiness, of course, and equanimity and something about a project, success in a new project or a current project that's semi-new, something that you're working on, forward motion, I'm not sure. Equanimity is allowing and just letting things flow, not trying to stop negative thoughts or actions towards you. It's instead of getting hard and brittle and having them bounce off you, it's letting them flow through you or past you. What is health, wealth, happiness? I am safe, I am sound. Oh, I said sound. I usually say strong. I am safe, I am sound. I know where I belong. And there's something with some family stuff, I think. I don't know. Let's see. How are you guys? Please take a moment to set your intentions in your journal or write them in the comments. I love when you guys do that. I love to read your intentions. But remember, when you put your intention or manifestation in the comments, it's circulated thousands of times all over the world. So it just keeps going. And if you don't want to write your own, just say I affirm or I accept. I'm going to start the comments off with intentions for everyone who reads them. And so if you want to just say I affirm, I accept, or yes, just to make sure you're included in that, and and then please thumbs up everybody else's intention in the comments, okay? So we can help build each other, add power to each other's manifestations. And let's see what's going on here. Oh, we got I miss you and turbulence. And this is weird because I felt this real strong for, I didn't pull these. I mean, I pulled them. They didn't fly out. I felt them. But I felt them real strong for Cancer also. Uh-oh, there goes my feather. Okay, let's see. What's Pisces' current energy? Okay, Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm actually not sure if that... Feeling family issues is what I'm feeling. Let's see. Queen of Swords, somebody who says it how it is, somebody who can be sharp-tongued or derogatory, say hurtful things. The sword's up, that's active. Somebody's mad, maybe. Gosh, strong energy, you guys. 4 of Cups. Lost in thought. This is kind of feeling like that whole, are you even listening to me? Somebody's mad. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to stop buffering the readings. I always have been in the past trying to focus on the good points. But I just don't think, I think that could be a trap, where I'm just more open to giving you guys the harder messages now, and a lot of it's because I'm going through a lot of shadow work myself, and I've opened a huge can of worms with letting stored up trauma and emotional distress. I'm trying to heal, or I've stored so much that it broke me, and so I'm learning that we can't really do that. We have to face it. It's the equanimity. That's a thought. Okay, so we acknowledge it's a thought and we allow it, and we don't try to reject it. We just know it's a thought. So it's not life altering. It doesn't mean it's true. That kind of thing. But you gotta, your person is Ace of Pentacles. So interesting. Let's see. How does this person look at Pisces? Like heavily burdened. Pisces, I mean, I just feel like you may be carrying the weight, too much weight for others. Also feeling that Page of Swords again. Not sure if I'm feeling this deck, though. There's just a strong need for you to do self-care. Who is that Queen of Swords with the sword up. Who is that? Is that you? Negative talk yourself? Or is that someone else? Oh, Emperor, Empress. Could be twin flame. Interesting. I think, okay, here's what I think. I think some of you are in a twin flame and you're in this painful separation. And there's a lot of either negative self-talk. I just lost my voice. See? When I lose my voice like that for no reason, it's typically tapping into someone like you guys. There's a problem with negative self-talk and criticism. It could be literal, could be somebody literally criticizing, but for some of you, we've got the Emperor, Empress here, and there's some sort of pain about, I think, a separation. Your person, why do they have the Ace of Pentacles? Your person sees you as somebody that isn't giving up, but is burdened. Yeah. And there's the King of Pentacles again. They're next. Maybe they're just getting their stuff together, you know. You guys check out the Twin Flame Extendeds, the VMAs. They're timeless, so don't worry about the dates. They're timeless and they're my best videos. They come through like personals and they're a fraction of the price. They're my all-time best readings. Okay, it looks like somebody's going to come towards you, but you're going to have to make sure you keep yourself up and happy during it, you know, until then. Enlightenment, Hermit. That's what you cannot see is there's going to be an action, a passionate, fiery new beginning. For some of you, I'm still feeling a project that you need to focus on because that's just going to keep you happier and healthier. This is Hermit. It's enlightenment. That's what you cannot see. Somebody's figuring things out. What's the outcome, please? Well, I'm going to put some other cards on top of these. 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups, that's blessings. It's love. It's self-love. Give me just a little bit about the past. I also am feeling Aquarius. So, okay, I can't help it. I got to say it. And I don't think this is overwhelming. For some of you, there could be children or grown children or family members that caused a ruckus with something. But look at that, 6. There was some sort of deception or somebody fled. I feel like for some of you, this is a family member or a grown child, something like that. Or has something to do with children. 7 of Swords, deception, somebody fled. But then we have looks like here there's a return. Or was that in reverse? So hard with these cards. There's so much room for interpretation with these cards. 9 of Pentacles in the outcome. So there's a need, I think there's a need to say, regardless of what's going on in your personal life, you got to stay focused on your money. So remember that okay. Let me tell you what I may have needed to tell you. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. You guys have major wealth or success coming, but there's a big problem with maybe a sad or difficult, challenging situation interrupting it. This Queen of Swords, let me tell you why I think she's coming up. The Queen of Swords is somebody who can compartmentalize. She can, okay, so we have these different areas of our life. We have health, we have, you know, our health, like our eating and workout, and taking care of ourselves, self-care. We have that facet of our world, right? If you think about a pie and you cut it into sections, we have work and making money. We have family. We have hobbies or passion. So if the Queen of Swords, if so, we have all these things are, you know, important. And if we only have one thing that we rely on or that we focus on, then that's a doomed plan. Think about it. So the Queen of Swords, if something's going wrong at work, she can compartmentalize that and she can go, okay, whew, got to deal with that while I'm here. But then when I leave, she's able to set it aside and know that problem's still going to be there tomorrow. And so she can go leave it there, compartmentalize it, section it off and say, okay, now I'm working on my fitness or my health. And then I'm going to be with my family. And now I'm going to go, you know, garden or paint or whatever, or yoga, whatever. She doesn't let this one area bleed into the others. So there's some major something going on. You have success, major success in money coming, but I feel like there's a warning to, I do feel like this person misses you. It looks like there's a return. Maybe there was a false return. Maybe somebody came and left. And it's just, but something's messing with your head and it needs to stop because it's going to affect your other things. And you can't, you know, let everything suffer because of that. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, giving. I feel apology. I really do. This is a lot of energies here. So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe because it connects me. You know, I really try to focus on subscribers' energy. I think your readings will come through more clearly. But this looks like children. And maybe an apology. It's kind of crazy. Or a gift. Maybe an inheritance. I don't know. I need a different deck. Let me grab a different deck. But let's see what these are. Focused attention. Yeah, see, that's work. You have to focus on work. Don't, okay, so this is like holding your ground. So, you know, when there's a saying that really, you know, I just hope that in every reading, and my intention is in every reading, there's a message for anyone who watches, whether it's their reading or not, that they can grow from. And one, like, and some things will hit you someday and it won't hit you another day, right? But every reading should have messages that are beneficial to everyone. One of the ones that really helped me in my life was, you know, it's that old saying. I keep coming across these old sayings that, you know, our parents would say or that we heard, that we just kind of discarded. Where there's a will, there's a way. When the rubber hits the road. What it means is, you know, when you want it bad enough, you're gonna freaking find a way. You're gonna run a race with a freaking cast on. You're gonna find a way. You're gonna find someone to help carry you. You're gonna do a wheelchair. You're gonna find a freaking way. If there is always a way. So I remember when I started this channel and I was so passionate about it, and you know, just a few people that I talked to, you know, and I was like, it won't fail because I knew I had a fire inside me to reach millions of people and, you know, touch people who are struggling like I was and, you know, stuck in heartbreak. But I just remember saying it won't because it can't fail. And I know the odds are against it. And I'm not saying I'm this huge success, but I just knew I had a friend talk to me the other day. She's one of the few people that is allowed on my channel. And she said, I'm looking at, you know, when we first talked about this, and she's like, I'm just thinking, you knew. And she's a, you know, CEO of a company. She said, we spent $500,000 on like content for her, you know, company. It was commercial. It was like for commercials and stuff too. So it wasn't just for YouTube. But she goes, we spent $500,000 trying to and couldn't get 1,000 or something, you know, subscribers. And she was telling me it looks too mom and pop, and she's very classy, very professional, you know, very immaculate. And she was like, you need to look more, professional. Like, it's just, and I'm like, no, I don't want, just want it authentic. I don't care. I don't want it to look like a staged presence. Maybe someday I will, but I'm just starting. I don't feel that yet. And she was like, I cannot believe we spent $500,000 trying to make it on YouTube and didn't, probably don't have 100 or, not even, probably don't have 1,000 subscribers. She goes, but you said it won't fail because it can't. It can't, because it's going to make it, or I'm going to die trying. That was and she was like, I'm so proud of you. She said, but you just knew. If you know that it's going to happen, whatever it takes, you're going to find a way. And if you get sick and you're, down, or you can't work or whatever, as soon as that passes, you get back up and you get back to it. But you just know you're going to make it. I don't know why. How did I even get off on that? But that's what's happening. You guys are going to make it big. You're going to make it big. You're going to have a lot of money. You're going to be wealthy. It's screaming it. And it was screaming it in the pre-shuffle. There is some sort of sadness and madness going on that's in jeopardy of challenging that or stealing that from you. And you can't let it. Look at that. 6 of Pentacles. Again. Money, enough to give, generosity. That is crazy. Wow. Let me see. I want to pull. I know you guys have something really sad and hard going on, so let me just pull an oracle angel message. Another thing I did, and I'm not saying I'm some great example, but another thing I did when I started my channel is I prayed and I asked. I was like, I prayed. I said, if it's not supposed to succeed, please show me that by failing it hugely in the very, very beginning, so that it's like, let me know. It was like, God, if you don't want this, if this is not my path, I mean, I knew it was, but I wanted reassurance, and I just asked for that, and so, just a side note. Okay, release judgment about yourself and others and focus on love and light that is within you. That's going to speak to someone. Let's read it. You're going to be wealthy, Pisces, but you're going to have to take action, because it'd be very easy for you to sink into this upset. I'm Pisces moon, by the way, or Venus, Pisces Venus. One of my charts says I'm Pisces. No, one of them says I'm Cancer Venus, and one of them says I'm Pisces Venus. But Pisces resonates more. So release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, intentions, and all forms of food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing an intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons in relationships. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but shining light that's within each person and situation. Just real quick, if you guys are struggling with your heart, a lot of times the anger and the confusion and the sadness and all that, that can dissipate when you work on your heart chakra. So, not Google, put in YouTube search binaural beats heart chakra, okay? And binaural is B-I-N-A-U-R-A-L. Binaural beats, it's a sound therapy. If you can really get your heart chakra opened, then everything, even people that are bad, you look at them different, So the intention begins with your relationship with yourself. So be very gentle with yourself in all ways. Be happy, be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. Release guilt and shame to heaven for healing and I just got emotional. I felt really something emotional in that. I'm going to read it again. Release guilt and shame to heaven for healing and transmutation. Keep your thoughts about yourself and others positive. Avoid gossip or bad-mouthing of yourself and others. Forgive yourself or another. Don't be so hard on yourself or others. Release perfectionistic tendencies. Pronounce Kuan Yin. So that is Kuan Yin, the angel of compassion. Pisces, put your intentions and manifestations in the comments. I will go through and add extra intention to them and affirm them. Please affirm everybody else's. Also, if you connect with me or if you watch the channel a lot, please subscribe, because it will strengthen our connection. I will link a twin flame series down below. Check those out if you'd like. I love you, and I'll see you in the comments. Okay, bye, Pisces.